The first step to starting the construction of our car mods is to get the new image planes loaded up. Once we have these image planes in place, we'll go ahead and get started building the spoiler that's on the back of the car. Okay, so here's the car that we wound up with at the end of the photorealistic car modeling kit. Okay, so as I said, the first thing I want to do is get our new image planes loaded up. Okay, so I'm going to jump to my side view, and to make sure that my camera is set back in the original position that it was when I set up the original image planes for the photorealistic car modeling kit, I'm going to go back to View and Predefined Bookmarks, and we're going to go down to Right Side. Okay, and that's going to reset this side camera back to its original location, which also happens to be the location it was at when we set up the image planes for the photorealistic car modeling kit. Okay, so under View, Image Plane, Import Image, and really there's only one image plane for this car mod kit, and that's this Eclipse Mod side. Okay, once we click on that, you can see that the image plane now matches up perfectly with the car that we built. And you can see from the image plane some of the changes that we're going to be making in this kit. We've got a new spoiler to build. We've got body extensions to build, a few vents here and there. We've got some completely new tires, a new front end, a new hood. So plenty to keep us busy. All right, I'm going to jump back to my perspective view. And you can see by looking at my perspective view that my image plane is right in the middle of this car, which isn't really what I want. So select this image plane, and we're going to go to the attribute editor, and I'm going to click on this image plane 1 tab, and the attribute that I'm looking for is this one right here, this center X, Y, and Z. And what I want to do is set this to about -12 in the x-axis. Okay, and what that's going to do is just push that image plane off to the side and get it out of the middle of my car. Okay, to take this one step further, what I want to do is, in my perspective view, I'm going to go up to Show, and I'm going to turn off this cameras. And that'll just remove that image plane altogether from my perspective view. You can see though, if I jump back to my side view, the image plane is still there. It's just not showing up in my perspective view, and that'll just keep it out of the way as I'm working on this car. Right, so the first thing that we want to do is start building on this new spoiler. Okay, so I'm just going to select the old spoiler that we built in the original car kit and just delete it. Okay, so you can see by looking at the support shaft on the spoiler that we've got these series of holes that run all the way through it. Now in the original car modeling kit, we explored how to use a Boolean to get that hole, similar to what we did with the gas cap, to actually punch a hole through the body. But for this, we're going to explore a completely new method of getting that hole completely through the geometry. Okay, so to start off with this spoiler support shaft, let's go up to Create, and we're going to create a polygon cube. Okay, pick it up and just get it placed back here. And just to make things a little bit easier to see, I'm going to switch to a shaded view. And under shading options, let's go ahead and turn on X-ray. And that'll just make things a little bit easier to see as I'm moving some of these points around. So I'm just going to go to vertex mode and grab some of these points and just get these into position to where they line up with this spoiler. Okay, so this is the shape that we should wind up with. And once I've got this shape in place, what we want to do is go up to polygons and check our tool options. And we want to make sure that this keep face together is not turned on. So make sure it's turned off. And under edit polygons, let's use our cut faces tool. Okay, and what I want to do is use my cut faces tool to make a split right between each one of these holes. So by clicking on this and holding down on my mouse button, holding shift will constrain it to either straight across, a 45-degree angle, or straight down. So holding my Shift key, I want to make sure that I cut this straight across, okay, and straight across there. So what I should wind up with are now 3 faces along this support shaft. Okay, so with those 3 faces selected now, and again making sure that this under tool options that keep faces together is not turned on, let's go up to edit polygons and extrude face. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just extrude these down, and with that keep faces together turned off, what I'll actually get is 3 completely separate faces. Okay, so I'm just going to pick these up and move them into place. Okay, and in the next video, we'll explore getting this shape a little bit more refined and finishing up some of this support shaft.